My name is Ninib, and today I have three of the most popular mice in terms of competitive shooters. This is what the pros are using for a majority of the popular games out there. And I wanted to buy all three to test them out, do a review, and then see which one I ended up choosing. You guys are probably in a similar predicament. You're trying to decide between one of these mice, and some of you probably already have one and you're just a degenerate and you're watching the video still, thank you for being here. This review is going to be based on my real life experience, okay? Like all the specs, the polling rates, the DPI, 30,000, 40,000, what's it matter? What's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? I'm down at 800. You think I'm going to hit 40? I don't know if it makes a difference, but regardless, if there was truly a difference between the 30s and the 40s, all the pros would be using the same one because of the competitive advantage. Okay, realistically, these mice have a lot of similarities in terms of their specs. The biggest differences are going to be the shape of the mouse. Okay, and that's the most important part when you're deciding between them. Which one feels good in your hands? Okay, and the only way you're really going to know is if you experience them yourself. Because for me personally, I was using the Viper Ultimate, the original version of this one, for 3 years. Okay, I loved it. I thought it was the best mouse ever. I was like, you know what? I'm probably just gonna get the V2 Pro. I'm gonna be happy. It's white now. I had the black one. I'm switching up the color. I feel good. I feel good. But then I was like, you know what? Let me just try them out. Let me see what else is out there. I'm single, right? I'm ready to mingle. Let me see what's happening. So I was like, let me order the G Pro. Let me get the DeathAdder 2. Okay, I was like, let's test them out. I got 30-day window with Amazon. I'll return the ones that I don't want, okay? And that's exactly what I did. I tested out, and through my testing, I found out maybe I was wrong in my initial conclusion. For me, I love to play competitive shooters. I'm a sweat, okay? I might not be a good one, I get like 2 kills acting like I got 20, yelling at my teammates, what are you doing, huh? That's how you play the game? But those are the type of games I like. Currently, I'm hooked on Valorant. I played some Warzone with these, some Fortnite, and then the main thing that really helped me decide between the three was Aim Labs. And if you don't know what Aim Labs is, it's basically a video game you could aim train. Your flicks, your tracking, all of that. It was the best way for me to kind of get like a controlled experiment, so to say, because the other games, there's going to be variables every game. You're playing against better players. You're not playing well that game or that day. Your team sucks. There's a lot of variables when it comes to those video games. But the aim trainer, the patterns might be different, but the concept remains the same, and it makes it easier for you to see which one you're excelling at, which one you're doing bad with, what you need to improve with this mouse as opposed to this one. So I found that one the most helpful when I was making a decision on the three. Now, one thing that's really important to me is price. I want to give you guys a heads up on what I got these for and where you should be purchasing them. The Razer V2, I've seen this one constantly on sale for $99. Okay, do not buy it for more than that. All right, if it's not on sale at this moment, wait a week. I swear these things have been going on sale every week or two, okay? $99 or less you should be paying for this one. The G Pro, I purchased this one from Best Buy for $119. It's the same price I see on Amazon, but recently I saw Best Buy has the white one on sale for $99. So if you could catch it at $99, hey man, save some money right there. Now the DeathAdder, I was not seeing many sales on this one. I copped it for $149. But right now on Amazon, I'm seeing it for $134. Now, what I could tell you right off the bat, especially like first impressions wise, if you got a fingertip or a claw grip, you're gonna love the V2 Pro. Okay, it's got the lowest profile, and I feel like it benefits those that really, they use the fingertip or the claw grip. The G Pro is more of a hybrid. So if you're not sure whether you're a palm gripper or a fingertip, this one's probably the best one where you could test out both or all three grips and see which one you're more comfortable with. The DeathAdder, for me personally, I couldn't do fingertip. I got small hands, okay? I couldn't do fingertip or claw with this one. This one's strictly going to be for palm grip. If you're someone that's playing like single player games and you're not playing any competitive games, or maybe you don't play them that often, you're more of a role playing PvE type games, honestly, I recommend this one so much. It's so comfortable. I love to hold this one. I love the way it feels in the hands, and that's the most important part. And if you're a chill gamer, casual, you don't care about getting sweaty, definitely DeathAdder, you'll love it, dude. It's so ergonomic. It feels great. It glides probably the best of the three. And, if I was strictly focused on single player games, I wouldn't even think twice on buying the DeathAdder. Now, in terms of feel, they all feel really premium, even though they're light. The Viper is going to be the lightest. I measured it at 58 grams, the G Pro at 60, and the DeathAdder is 62. Now, they're so close, you're not going to feel the difference in terms of the weight. I did feel a huge difference going from my Viper Ultimate, which was 78 grams, to one of these. Like, I was like, wow, I didn't think, you know, grams were going to affect me. You know, I work out sometimes, you know, I got some muscle there. I didn't think 16 grams was going to make a difference, but believe me, it just feels like when you go to a lighter mouse, it just feels like it's a part of your arm at this point. In terms of the texture, the G Pro is smooth. You know, this is like a smooth shave right out the shower, you know what I'm saying? Whereas these ones, it's got like a 5 o'clock shadow. It's got a little bit of texture to it, but I do like the texture. I think it provides a little bit more grip. But the smoothness doesn't bother me because my hands, they don't sweat. If I'm sweating, it's gonna be my ass and my armpits. Okay, if your hands are sweating, they do all come with grip tapes, so maybe you'll need to apply them, but I haven't had any issues in regards to the texture and which one feels better or not. So like I said, the main thing I did was test them with my shooters, okay, and then aim labs. And what I come to find out, I had been using the Razer Ultimate for like 3 years. I thought, this is it. This is the mouse for me forever. Okay, and I come to find out that I suck with this mouse. I suck with it. The fingertip claw grip is just not for me. I thought I was doing it right. It's not for me. When I started putting my palm on these two, my performance with these two was way better. My scores on AimLab was always better with these two. And it just, I realized like I was just not hitting my flicks, the tracking. So after 2 weeks, I stopped using the V2. It just wasn't for me. You know, I understand the people that love it with the fingertip and claw. Like you have so much more control to make those micro adjustments, but it wasn't for me. So for me, it came down to these two. And you know, what I realized was the G Pro, I was having a better time flicking, whereas the DeathAdder, I was having a better time tracking. So for 3 weeks, I was testing these. You know, one day I was doing better with the G Pro, one day I was doing better with the DeathAdder. And I'll be honest with you, I was hoping the DeathAdder wins, you know, because I love to grab it. I love the feel of it. The buttons are so much better than the G Pro, I think. At least the side buttons. The side buttons really, when I first started using this, I thought the side buttons, I was like, this is a deal breaker. I'm not... Forget about it. I'm sticking with one of the Razers, you know. I did get accustomed to them over time. I just didn't like when you have your headset on and the footprints, the noises, the shooting is all loud. Like sometimes you can't tell if you actually press the button because they're so mushy. But over time, I got accustomed to it. It's really not an issue anymore. So after the course of 2 or 3 weeks, I started getting better with the G Pro. And the DeathAdder, the flicking, I just could not get it to be comparable to the G Pro. Whereas the G Pro, my tracking started to reach the same level as the DeathAdder. And I think the main difference came down to I was able to make micro adjustments much better with the G Pro because it is a little bit smaller and it allows you to do the palm grip with, it's just a hybrid. You know, you could fingertip, you could claw with it a lot better. Whereas the DeathAdder, you know, it's strictly a palm grip for me. And you know, over the 3 weeks, I just started performing better with the G Pro. So after it's all said and done, I'm gonna be returning the V2 Viper and the DeathAdder, and I'm keeping the G Pro. So yeah, at the end of the day, this is the one I decided to go with. Now, I definitely recommend if you're in between grabbing one of these, you know, 2 of them, grab both of them. Okay, go through Amazon. I think Best Buy's return window is like 15 days. Amazon gives you 30 days. Just order both of them, mess around with them, do your testing because like I said, if it wasn't for the testing, I would have just bought this Razer V2 and I would have sucked more than I suck already, you know? It does make a difference. The grip and the feel of the mouse makes a difference in your gameplay. And I feel like I'm playing the best I have since doing this test, and the aim labs has helped a lot as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you out in some way. And if you were just here to hang out, hey, thank you for watching either way. All right, see you guys next time.